Got it?
I gotta say it back now?
Yeah, you say it back.
The Rock has a tiny buttock?
Yes.
Dwayne Johnson can take on monsters, earthquakes, and the biggest opponents in WWE. But the moment Kevin Hart sits down beside him, the image of the unbeatable Rock begins to disappear. Kevin does not need a long story. Sometimes, all he needs is one old photograph of Dwayne.
Don't laugh like that. Don't.
Whoa.
That's okay. Well, there's my picture.
Whoa.
Well,
What just happened?
what do you don't?
What? You look like a detective that's a DJ.
I'm trying.
To everyone else, it is just a high school picture. To Kevin, it is a detective preparing to solve a case. And the harder Dwayne tries to defend himself, the more Kevin knows he has found exactly the right place to attack. Kevin's insults are rarely ordinary. They are specific, strange, and so completely ridiculous that The Rock does not even know where to begin arguing with them.
I'm gonna go with head looks like a long breast, like a long succulent.
What's like with the areola right on my forehead?
Areola is right on your forehead. You got a nipple head.
That's fucked up.
Dwayne may have a clever response ready, but Kevin has a way of throwing the conversation off the tracks before that response ever gets a chance to arrive.
Oh, he was great. Rock was great. He did that thing, yo. I don't know why I blinked right now, but that's what I can't even do it. I can't even do it. He does that thing. You know?
This shit is too funny, man.
What makes Kevin Hart the perfect nightmare for The Rock is that he is completely unimpressed by his friend's larger-than-life image. To millions of people, Dwayne Johnson represents strength, discipline, and success. To Kevin, all of that is simply more material. When People magazine named Dwayne the sexiest man alive, Kevin did not congratulate him. He treated the title like a decision that needed to be investigated.
People magazine were right to vote Dwayne the sexiest man alive.
I've never seen a bigger piece of book. As a matter of fact, I should throw this water all over the goddamn.
The whole world may call Dwayne handsome, but if Kevin is sitting beside him, every compliment can be destroyed in a matter of seconds. The same is true of Dwayne's body. The Rock has spent thousands of hours in the gym building a physique that became part of his brand. Kevin can look at that enormous frame and somehow find the one detail nobody else would ever think to mention.
You think you got it?
I gotta say it back now?
Yeah, you say it back.
The Rock has a tiny buttock?
Yes.
That's close. It is close.
That's it.
He does not need evidence. He does not need logic. Kevin only has to speak quickly and confidently enough to make one meaningless observation become the only thing the audience remembers. If all of Hollywood is talking about Dwayne's muscles, Kevin will move the conversation directly to his legs.
Very true right now. Dwayne Johnson has women thighs. He's got women thighs.
The Rock always knows Kevin is trying to provoke him. He sees the trap and understands how it works, but he still cannot avoid it completely. Kevin does not simply say Dwayne has bad legs. He finds a description strange enough to make both Dwayne and the audience stop for a second and process it. That 1 second of confusion is Kevin's victory. Even a photograph beside a swimming pool can become evidence against Dwayne.
I gotta say, then I see the picture of you in the pool acting like.
What's why? What?
Kevin does not merely criticize the picture. He recreates the expression, turning a moment designed to look attractive into something completely foolish. The Rock usually fights back with the most obvious weapon available, Kevin's height. But Kevin has spent his whole career making fun of that himself. Nobody can use his height to embarrass him for more than a few seconds.
No, I'm always gonna be shorter than everybody's cat. Yeah.
I hate that I'm standing right next to the stove. That's what I hate. Like there's no way for me to say I was a big child or nothing. Like everything is right here.
Kevin does not deny that he is short. He turns it into an entire monologue, pulling cats, stoves, and where he is standing into the story until the original subject disappears completely. Sometimes, Dwayne tries to ask Kevin directly about his height. But in doing so, he hands the stage to the most dangerous person who could possibly receive it.
4'2".
That's
Right? That's legit.
Hey, you actually had me sold, though. I sure don't think he's gonna get it. No, come on, man.
Okay, I got it.
Kevin may be called short, but he will never allow the conversation to end there. He exaggerates, bends the question, and forces The Rock to join him inside an answer that becomes even more ridiculous. That may be why Dwayne often looks like the man carrying both the movie and the interview.
You see it on screen when we get together.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of the heavy lifting.
Okay.
All right.
The Rock tries to keep the conversation moving in the right direction. Kevin treats ruining that direction as his main responsibility. Even the most famous catchphrase of Dwayne's career is not safe. To WWE fans, the question about what The Rock is cooking is part of wrestling history. To Kevin, it is simply an open door to an insult about Dwayne's breath.
In centimeters, what am I in centimeters?
I don't even know what that is in inches.
How tall am I in centimeters?
32.
This is the kind of attack The Rock has the hardest time defending against. It pulls him down from the position of superstar and turns him into an ordinary friend, being criticized for personal hygiene in front of everyone. If Dwayne gets angry, Kevin wins. If he tries to explain himself, Kevin still wins. And if The Rock says nothing, his face finishes the joke for him. Their arguments sometimes begin with the smallest possible subject, such as whether pineapple belongs on pizza.
Pineapple mixed with ham or mixed with bacon on pizza is incredible.
Oh my God, why don't you just give me a bucket now so I can barf it?
Kevin defends pineapple pizza as if his honor depends on it. The Rock reacts with so much energy that the conversation begins to sound more like a personal betrayal than a disagreement over food. Kevin can take a meaningless subject and push it until Dwayne is forced to respond with all of his energy. That ability becomes even clearer when they leave the studio. Dwayne often speaks sincerely about Hawaii, nature, and his roots. Kevin hears an emotional speech and immediately turns it into an impression.
It was amazing. I don't know. I don't think, no.
You told me.
I didn't. I told you.
I swore you said.
I've known you for years. I've always said I was
But when
born
we
in
were
San-
there, you gave me a big speech like, this is my land. I started.
The Rock is trying to share something meaningful. Kevin hears a man being far too dramatic about the land. Dwayne sees mountains, trees, and the untouched beauty of the location. Kevin sees insects, spiders, and a long list of reasons never to return.
I'm not an outdoors guy, so insects, bugs are an enemy to me.
And as usual, Kevin finds a way to make every unpleasant experience Dwayne's fault.
You know, we had a fair share of spiders and centipedes, and he took full advantage of it, but he plays too much.
In Kevin's version of events, The Rock is no longer the friend who brought him to a beautiful place. Dwayne becomes a bully who took advantage of the situation and went too far. Kevin has a talent for retelling every event in a way that makes him the victim, the hero, and still the funniest person in the story. Even animals get pulled into it. When a camel ride does not go as expected, Kevin immediately turns it into a personal conflict.
Very well, terrified of camels.
Very racist, Camel. Let's just get it out
Yes.
Let's get it out.
Because animals are racist.
Well-
Yes.
Dwayne tries to explain the animal's behavior. Kevin has already transformed the incident into such a serious accusation that nobody remembers how the story began. Kevin does not only ruin answers, sometimes he ruins the interview before it has truly started. While Dwayne is ready to do the promotional work, Kevin is still checking the camera angles.
What we got here? Okay, we got all the shoulder shot. We got a shot right here. Okay, cool. Hey. Boss man. Hey, make sure you give me the thing. All right. Yeah.
He wants to know which camera is filming him, which side it is using, and whether everything has been arranged properly. The Rock sits beside him with the expression of a man who has seen this far too many times. If the frame is not perfect, Kevin is willing to stop the entire conversation.
Where we, that's where we gel.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let me get my, got my.
Dwayne represents control, the schedule, the message, and the proper energy. Kevin represents the opposite. He can notice one tiny detail and force the entire room to follow it. That becomes especially clear whenever The Rock tries to give a serious answer about the work.
I've been talking with Kevin Hart. Nah, it's good.
Hey, I've been talking with the big guy here. Yeah, I've been talking with the big guy. It's been great. I mean, he's doing a lot of things because it's what we do. We just do big things around here. It's what we do. Yeah.
Dwayne wants to talk about production and what they are trying to build. Kevin hears a few words and begins interrupting until the answer has lost every bit of its dignity. Kevin does not need a complete joke. constantly interrupting The Rock is already the joke. Games that are supposed to prove how well they know each other usually reveal only how quickly Kevin can make Dwayne lose patience.
Is a
Snack size.
salad tosser. Sexual salad tosser. Yeah?
Dwayne tries to communicate one simple phrase. Kevin hears something completely different and repeats it with the confidence of a man convinced he has just won. The more The Rock corrects him, the more wrong answers Kevin invents.
A snake guards my lunch. A snake guards my lunch.
A snake bites barking dogs.
Dwayne begins with patience. Then comes disbelief. Finally, there is the tired acceptance of a man who understands the game will never end normally. That same persistence appears whenever Kevin wants The Rock to perform some kind of move. A refusal is never treated as the final answer.
No, stop it.
Golden Jet.
Okay, stop it.
Golden Jet.
All right.
Golden Jet. I'm not gonna stop until you do the Golden Jet flip.
Okay.
Kevin keeps repeating the request until Dwayne's frustration becomes the performance Kevin wanted all along. Kevin especially enjoys imitating The Rock's heroic image, but he does not recreate the powerful version audiences recognize. He takes the smallest gestures, exaggerates them, and turns Dwayne into a strange character.
Okay, here's a good impression of Dwayne Johnson, the people's hero. Mr. Dwayne, could you sign my belt? He's like, oh, come on, man. He throws kids off with signals to take their mind off of what they ask.
The impression works because Kevin performs it directly in front of the person he is imitating, then waits with satisfaction for the reaction. Even It Doesn't Matter suffers the same fate. The line that once helped The Rock dominate opponents in the ring becomes, in Kevin's hands, an Oprah-style giveaway.
It doesn't matter the name of the song.
Where's that from? It doesn't matter. Why does that?
Why do you say it like that?
Who does that? Is that?
That's like iconic shit. It doesn't matter. Like, see?
Kevin takes all the intimidation out of the catchphrase and turns it into something cheerful and ridiculous. The Rock can only sit there and watch part of his legacy being dismantled beside him. Once Kevin builds momentum, he can speak faster than anyone else can correct him.
Oh, you know what? No. Pootie Tang was great.
Listen, that's Chris Rock. Now you're just naming other black comedians. You're not even trying. You're not even trying.
He's great.
Tell you a little secret about Dwayne nobody knows.
He was wonderful in that.
Dwayne knows exactly when Kevin is genuinely mistaken, and when he has decided to remain wrong simply because it is making people laugh. But even when he is caught, Kevin still wants the last word.
Dwayne's got a tattoo right above his ass that says, "Come on."
Sometimes all he has to do is drop one line and let The Rock's face finish the rest. Kevin's most dangerous weapon is not the things he invents. It is the information Dwayne may have told him privately.
When you got freaky with your lady, well, way back in the days, you not put cheese on the nipples?
No,
You told me you did.
It's in confidence.
The Rock immediately tries to stop him. Kevin makes matters worse by emphasizing that Dwayne shared the story in confidence. Even an imaginary political future for The Rock becomes another opportunity for Kevin to cause trouble.
You know why I said it?
Man.
I said it because I want to see the crash and burn.
Kevin says he wants Dwayne to run for president, but not because he believes his friend would succeed. He simply wants to witness the disaster. Sometimes Kevin does not even need to insult The Rock. He only needs to say something strange enough about himself and leave Dwayne responsible for reacting to it.
Okay, my question. Are you ready? Complete Kevin's Twitter bio. My name is Kevin Hart, and I
am a piece of shit.
What? Come on, stop it. That's not
a piece of shit.
In my bio?
In your bio.
I'm going to say I'm a piece of shit in my bio?
That is also what makes Kevin so difficult to defeat. He is not only willing to insult Dwayne, he humiliates himself first, leaving The Rock with very little room to fight back. Kevin is short? He has already said it. Kevin is strange? He will exaggerate it. Kevin is talking nonsense. He will simply talk faster. The Rock may be stronger, more famous, and more intimidating, but Kevin enters every argument with almost nothing to lose. Kevin Hart has mocked Dwayne Johnson's appearance, muscles, height, breath, tattoos, old photographs, taste in food, and even his future. He interrupts him, destroys the rhythm of interviews, adjusts camera angles in the middle of conversations, and refuses to let any serious moment survive for very long. Dwayne knows Kevin will never stop talking. Kevin knows The Rock will always react, even if it is only with one exhausted look.
You know, his mouth is like the Energizer Bunny, but that's okay. I just kind of look by that.
But Kevin can go that far, only because there is an unusual level of trust between them. The Rock knows that every attack is ultimately part of the way they help each other shine. One man is always trying to keep everything under control. The other treats every attempt at control as an invitation to cause trouble. Dwayne Johnson is usually the strongest man in any room, but when Kevin Hart appears, strength no longer decides who controls the conversation. Kevin only has to keep talking,